Today on 16-Bit Game Review.
I turn into a squid. I turn into a kid. And finally, I play Splatoon with friends. Hello and welcome! Now, I am a fan of the shooter. I love my Call of Duties, I love Star Wars Battlefront, I love my Battlefields, I especially love Titanfall. However, when I've heard that Nintendo was going to make a shooter of their own, I was a little bit skeptical since Nintendo's never really done anything like this. Then I played the global test fire, and then my jaw dropped, and I just knew I had to get my hands on Splatoon. Splatoon is a multiplayer-focused third-person shooter where you are a squid kid who goes around spraying ink everywhere and making a bloody mess out of everything. Because in the multiplayer, the main mode which is played is called Turf War. Now, Turf War, the goal is to go and spray as much of the ground as possible with your team's color. The team with the most amount of points or turf covered wins. This is a very unique take on how to do a multiplayer shooter because the typical formula is to have two people running around with guns shooting each other until one eventually dies, and then they respawn and do the same thing again over and over and over again. Every single game has been doing this, and this is just such a fresh take on multiplayer. There is a single player experience called Hero Mode, where you get recruited by Captain Cuttlefish to go and save all the Zapfish from the evil Octarians who have been kidnapping them. There is a lot of story here, and there is a lot of lore thrown in, and it's a very fun game mode, but I found it very short. I found it more like those Captain Toad missions from Super Mario 3D World. A little side distraction from the main part of the game. This is the best looking game I have played in years. The colors pop right from the screen, and everything about the way this game looks is spectacular. The game is colorful. The colors pop right from the screen, especially when the turf is completely covered in ink from both yours and your opponents. And just the way the colors clash is so nice. The only issue I have with Splatoon's graphics is that the Amiibos Plaza has a different frame rate than the rest of the game. It only happens in the Amiibos Plaza. Everywhere else it's a smooth 60 frames, but here it just drops for some really weird reason. There is a local multiplayer called the Battle Dojo, where you get to 1v1 your best buddy in a match for who can pop the most balloons in the shortest amount of time. If you get splat, you lose balloons, and the person with the most amount of balloons at the end of the match wins. It is a very fun and a very good competitive mode. I recommend trying it, especially with some of your good friends. It is a joyous thing to actually go out and play. The music in Splatoon is absolutely fantastic. If you ever go and find it, or you ever just want to listen to it, it's a good listen. All the songs are catchy, even though there's not a lot of them. The controls in this game are absolutely fantastic. It's your typical shooter controls, and the tutorial explains the best way how to actually use it, but my god, is it ever so smooth. The jumping is precise, the way you move around, even in the squid form, it is absolutely gorgeous, and it feels just so nice. It's a wonderful thing to go and actually play. Splatoon is a fantastic game. It's a fantastic experience, and it's a game that everyone should play. If you don't have a Wii U, I recommend the Wii U bundle with the game, because it is just worth that much. But it's not worth it alone. Nintendo's great at making these games, but they are horrible at picking out how much the game should cost. And at $80 with tax, it is totally overcharging it. If the game was maybe $50 or $60, it would be perfect. But for $80, there's just not enough content for what the game is. If the game had more of a story mode, maybe one or two more battle arenas in the multiplayer, it would be a lot better of an experience. But as it is, it's just not worth it at $80. If you can get it for cheaper, it is totally worth it. But if it's new in store, don't bother. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you liked this video, please check out some of our other videos in the annotations below or in the cards. As well, please leave a comment if you have anything you want to add or if you have anything you want to say. Any comments is appreciated and it feeds monkeys. As well, give a video a like and dislike if you approve or disapprove my opinion, and subscribe if you want to see more videos. As well, give us a like on Facebook and a follow on Twitter, since we do check that stuff from time to time. Anyways, thank you for watching.